Hi there, everyone. So, Arnob, I think we always start the video with his name whenever we are reacting to his song, just because we love his music a lot. And this track has been recommended by a lot of you in the comments in the past. We just couldn't listen to it earlier, but we are now doing it. And we did the track Ghor Bahar last time from Arnob, and Haris mentioned in that track that how contrasting the music can be from our coming out of not contrasting.
The yeah the expressiveness, the emotional
Yes, the
content.
emotional content, absolutely, that comes out of his music is really something to cherish about it. Really something to look and observe. And Sheje Boshe Achi. This is the track that was released back in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. And we are listening to it together with all of you for the first time. Obviously, we have listened to it multiple times in the past, but let's listen to it and then we talk about
Let's do it. Three, two, one, play. The previous track, Gorbhar, had keys. Here is just
it. Guitar.
electronic guitar. Yeah?
সে যে বসে আছে একা একা রঙিন স্বপ্ন
Pristine
তার
voice.
বুনতে সে যে চেয়ে আছে ভরা চোখে জানালার ফাঁকে মেঘে ধরতে সে যে বসে আছে একা একা রঙিন স্বপ্ন
Loving the
তার
bass.
বুনতে সে যে চেয়ে আছে ভরা চোখে জানালার ফাঁকে মেঘে ধরতে তার গুনগুন মনের গান বাতাসে ধরে কান পাতো মনে পাবে শুনতে তার রঙের তুলির নাচে মেঘের ছোটে
His
চোখ
pronunciation is
মেলো
so
যদি পারো বুঝতে তার গুনগুন
crystal.
মনের গান বাতাসে ধরে কান পাতো মনে পাবে শুনতে তার রঙের তুলির নাচে মেঘেরা ছোটে চোখ মেলো যদি পারো বুঝতে
I love this. Simply love this bit.
This music reminds me of a lot of early 2000 music coming out of Pakistan as well.
Pakistan.
সে যে বসে আছে একা একা তার স্বপ্নের কারখানা চলেছে আর বুড়ো বুড়ো মেঘেদের দল বৃষ্টি নামার তাল গুনেছে সে যে বসে আছে একা একা তার স্বপ্নের কারখানা চলেছে আর বুড়ো বুড়ো মেঘেদের দল বৃষ্টি নামার তাল গুনেছে সেই গুনগুন মনের গান বৃষ্টি নামায় টপ টপ ফোটা পড়ে অনেকক্ষণ সেই বৃষ্টি ভেজা পরে তার দিয়েছে ভেজা কাক হয়ে থাক
Who's on the backing vocals?
সেই
I think it's his own
মনের
voice,
গান
his ears,
বৃষ্টি
maybe.
নামায় টপ টপ ফোটা পড়ে অনেকক্ষণ সেই বৃষ্টি ভেজা মরে তার দিয়েছে ভেজা কাক হয়ে থাক আমার মন সে যে বসে আছে
Could be.
সে যে বসে আছে
I love the way he sings this part, like
With,
music.
yeah.
Sheje Boshi, exactly.
বসে আছে
How well done.
বসে
Sheje Boshi Ache. All right.
Big disclaimer once again. We keep on saying it before we start discussing. Um, we are not trained or even educated to comment on the musical
Absolutely.
prowess of a
Absolutely.
star of Arnob's stature. We are merely discussing the beauty that all the musicians infuse when they create such songs, and we just enjoy it with all of you having our candid discussion.
Maybe it's a good time to remind everyone and ourselves what we do actually here, right?
Yes.
So it's about listening to music together, right? The way and just talk amongst friends. So
Yes.
we do that a lot, right? In our colleges, in our universities, in our schools, we hear a song, we watch a movie, we watch something else, whether it's sports or something. We get together as friends and we talk about, we discuss that particular piece of
Hmm.
art, piece of
Hmm.
sports or whatever, right?
Hmm.
What did you like, what did I like, what stuck out for you. Maybe Hamad, listen to that part next time, or
Hmm.
focus on that part next time. I found it this that bit really well done,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So this is because Hamad and me and all of our friends are now so apart. Like everyone is like in a different
Different
place
place.
in the world, right?
Hmm.
They're far apart. So this is the only kind of medium that we have these days, that to get together face to face and talk about something that we love,
Hmm.
right? And we find music that we like, we share it with each other, me and Hamad, and we talk about it. And while doing so, we share it with everyone.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
that's
this is
what we do.
exactly what we do, right? We have no qualification. We are not worthy
Yeah, true.
of, so it's just how we perceive music. What do we like? What do we know? Go on.
Good, good that you set the tone apart. I mean, set the stage for both of us so that we can be more vulnerable. We can express ourselves better. But yeah, I remember when we reacted to Gore Bahir, as I said in the beginning of the video, you said that Arnav is someone who can create tracks on each end of the spectrum and still has the emotional quotient attached to it. And
One of the highest EQs.
yes, highest EQ, highest, right? Really correct phrase that you have used over here. And this song, um, this track, probably I felt is for broken hearts when I read to the lyrics, but with a healing musical arrangement. That's what I felt, and I strongly felt that the composition of this song has the element of naivety, which is intentional to have some compassion or empathy for the person who is going through this experience. So it is rudimentary in a very good way. It's very basic and simple, but again, in a very good way, and yet full of emotions. Like the bit that you mentioned in the end, the way he has sang it, it's
Yeah.
it's full of emotions. It's really
Musings,
absolutely, absolutely.
right?
In essence, if I have to, if I have actually started to associate Arnob with the music, which is extremely simple, but at the same time extremely melodic and such music
Expressive.
expressive. Yes, and I feel I always say that this kind of music passes the time test. So this song came in I think 20 years back, but it still is relevant. It's still being sung
Absolutely.
and listened by people, and such songs stay beautiful forever. I mean, with the kind of composition that he does, it's I'm out of words, literally.
Yeah, so the whole, I mean, as much as I can understand the lyrics, it's about musings about a girl who's
Hmm.
sitting alone, right, beside a window, and it's raining outside, and she's not only weaving her dreams or daydreaming,
Yeah,
but also her wishes deep down inside is to be free, to
yeah,
to be in that rain, to feel that rain, to which basically goes to say that she wants to let loose
yeah.
herself, right? Have a complete freedom to chase whatever she want to chase, the dreams that she has been weaving,
Mm.
the to actually live, to breathe the song
Mm.
that is, there's a volcanic activity that
Mm.
has been going on, and it's in one of the lines, it says that if you listen to it very closely, the humming of the song, you would be able to hear it, right? So and he is musing about that, and it's so, again, this, it's simple gesture, a
Mm.
simple observation about these simple things,
Correct.
right? Being a young person in this society where there are a lot of restrictions, a lot of societal
Barriers also.
shackles,
Yeah.
barrier, especially with women, right?
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, we have this male privilege, right? That we never had these many shackles
Mm.
as compared to women in our societies, right? But I can totally feel, I do think about these things, that um, the girls in our society, in our households, how would they feel?
Mm.
We are out with friends, they are at home. We
Mm.
are out at tabas, they are at home. We are out playing cricket, they are at home.
Mm.
We are, we are, we yeah, okay, okay, we are. I'm gonna going on a different direction here,
No, this is
but
actually true.
so I do feel that women seeing their brothers, their husbands, their fathers, their sons have this freedom,
Mm.
complete freedom, right? While they are shackled, how would they feel?
Mm.
What goes inside, and how do they keep it shackled as well? These emotions, these this visualness, they have to, like, bury it
Mm.
deep down to not let it out. Anyway, so this how beautiful I interpret this song, as that feeling, right?
Mm.
And when I map it, I again, how beautifully delivered.
Yeah. I would have actually loved to have a video of it as well, but that's just my own personal wish, not really. But you can actually visualize it the way that you have expressed what you mentioned. Um,
Absolutely.
you can completely visualize through the lyrics if you just go through the lyrics and listen to music. And again, it's done in a brilliant way. Just a simple scenario put into words, a routine thing, which actually happens quite often.
Which everyone ignores, actually.
Yes,
No one
yeah,
registers, no one even
correct.
registers that this is
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. A normal thing that happens every now and then, but no one realizes. But that simple situation has been penned into this amazing piece of poetry and then put across into the form of music with certain emotions attached to it. I mean, if you, when I talk about naivety of this particular track or vulnerability, I mentioned a small bit. One interesting thing that I noticed midway through was the guitar notes were actually played like a sitar, like the Indian rag music, which was really creative, but it had that emotion of how should I put it? Helplessness in some way.
Yeah, or pity
Oh,
from
pity. Yeah,
the point of view of the singer, or who's musing
correct.
about it, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
even I, when I talk about it, there's a lot
Mm,
of pity,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it's, yeah, it's about observations, but not only observations that you keep private to yourself.
Mm, mm,
Present it to the world, that this is a problem that should be addressed. And
absolutely.
otherwise, these things, when kept hidden inside, they eventually explode in multiple ways. But anyway, so again, these musings, these expressions, with this high EQ attached to it,
Mm,
delivers the punch that it should.
always. It always does.
right? I would be very interested in knowing from our viewers that when it came out, what kind of message it had, or how did the masses perceived that this track, right? How did
Mm,
you take it? And I would be very interested in hearing from our female audience that how did you perceive it,
mm-hmm,
and what did you feel about it, right? uh, I think that would also give us a lot of perspective. Again, this is our male perspective coming from a lot of privilege,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Would be very interesting to know how the fairer gender has taken it.
absolutely. That would be something that we would be we would like to be educated upon. That's true. And again, one thing I noticed during this particular track is that many international people, the audience from other countries, have actually listened to this track as well, quite often, just because of the music. Maybe they probably would have understood the context or the story behind this particular track from their Bangladeshi friends. Um, but even the music itself was so resonating for everyone beyond the borders, which was really interesting for me. I expect that it would be an easy listening for the subcontinental audience, even if they don't understand the language. But people from China, from Africa, and from other countries are commenting on this particular track is something which is really unique,
So as you said, timeless, right? Timeless,
timeless.
borderless.
Yeah.
There are no boundaries for these. This. What I'm wondering also, last thing from my side is why is it not on YouTube from an official channel? I don't know what's the history behind it,
Hmm.
but because I heard it on Spotify and the quality of audio is like day and night
Hmm. Hmm,
on
hmm.
what we have on YouTube. So why is it not on Arnob's official channel?
Hmm.
Is something that I'm wondering. But okay, that's it from my side.
I was just reading a bit of history about this particular track, and the most popular band called Black,
Black
yeah,
did it as well.
yeah, they did it 1 year after Arnob's song, and it's owned by G Series officially, and we
Ah,
actually,
the
yeah,
the copyright thingy. Okay,
yeah. So,
okay, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we many people ask us why we don't react to Tassan's song or Black band. Why don't we listen to them? That's the reason. Um,
yeah. We don't touch
we
G series
don't.
with a 10-foot pole
Yeah,
because we have been stung.
yeah, pretty bad. But I think yeah, that's a good point. Why it it's not there on any official YouTube channel? I don't know.
Yeah, I think yeah. Okay, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
Shall we wrap it up here?
let's conclude it here. And I think we have probably listened to more than 10 tracks from Arnob already, and we continue to do so. I think we discussed it in the last track as well that we probably would go through each album one by one in single go at some stage, just listening it on personal level and discuss it. And probably at some stage we might end up doing retrospective of a lot of these tracks in the future. But yeah, let us know your thoughts around it and how it is still relevant to all of you because it is. It definitely is. And we'll catch up on the next track. Until then, take care. Bye.
Bye bye.